If you're an Android user and thinking about switching to the Apple iPhone, but you want to know how the look and feel of iOS is, well, I've been testing out a very good launcher here that's called Launcher OS 15, and it's amazingly close on how iPhone will run. What's up, everybody? This is Eric the Tech Preacher. So I've installed this launcher on my Android device with wallpapers, widgets, and apps. Let me give you my thoughts about it. Let's talk about it. Sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So the cool thing about Android and this launcher is that you can go from the Android OS to iOS just by going into your settings, going into your home and clicking on either stock launcher or iOS launcher. It's just that simple. So if you want to run two launchers on your device or even more than two launchers on your device, that's the good thing about Android. First, when you install this launcher, you have to take some time setting it up to the way you like. Look, I would leave that multiple apps down in the description below because you do need a few apps to make this work. So looking at the home screen, it's almost iOS 15. The look and feel is really good here. The icons and everything kind of mimic iPhone iOS. So swiping to the left, you get your widget section, just like iOS, with the helpful information and all the apps that you need here, right? Going to your main screen, you have your apps. All you got to do is set it up to your liking. And swiping to the right, you have the iOS 15 app drawer that looks really good. Next, if you swipe down the middle of your screen, you get universal search. Here you can search for any app that's on your device. You can search the web, you can search the App Store or Maps, and it works very well. Next, you can add a floating icon here for quick access to your notification, your recents, your control center, and much more. Also, if you long press on it, it shows all your apps and you can clear all. So this is your multitasking here. If you double click on the floating icon, it brings you back to your home page. And this thing is completely customizable. Next, you can gain access to your control center just by swiping down from the top. Here you have access to your Bluetooth settings, your auto rotation, your brightness level, your volume control, your calculator, your camera, and much more. So this is the control center that iOS people know and love. Next, if you swipe to the right, you have full access to your app library that's already in categories such as game, auto, video, social, news, and much more. If there's an app that's not here, there's a way you can easily find it by tapping at the top here of App Library and search for the application. Launcher OS 15 offers two themes here. The theme that I've been showing you in this video, which is really nice. They also have what's called a classic iPhone 8 theme that gives you a blast from the past of 2017. So you do have a choice of themes here, which is really good. Next, if you tap and hold an app on your home screen, you get the app information, you can hide the app. Also, you could do your screen edits right here. You could delete the app, which if you do that, it will uninstall it from your device. There are some apps like the clock app that give you more options, which is really nice. So it's a very clean launcher here. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm really liking it. Next, let's talk about the lock screen. You have full iPhone look with a beautiful clock and the two iconic apps at the bottom. And if you swipe up, you could put in your PIN or use your fingerprint scan on the device, or you could use Face ID to get inside your device, which is a nice iOS look and feel. So let's talk about wallpapers. You can go into settings. There are the iconic wallpapers for iOS. They're beautiful, good quality, high-end, classy wallpapers here. So this is a nice touch that this developer did with this launcher. Now there's some cons here that we got to talk about, right? I mean, remember, this is Android, not an iPhone. First, let's talk about some of the cons. In order to get the look and feel of iOS 15, you have to download some apps here, right? With this launcher to make it all work. You got to download apps like Assistive Touch. You got to get the lock screen app. You got to get control center and notifications to make all this stuff work. And look, you have to spend some time with this app to make it look as close to iOS as you can make it. Next is ads. Every time you go into settings, you get an ad, which is very annoying. Look, I don't like the ads that's on this launcher. Every time you go into the settings, you get an ad. Every time you do something, you might get a pop-up ad, which is very annoying with this launcher. And lastly, you got to spend some time with this launcher to make it to where you like it. Don't get me wrong, once you get it all set up, it works very well. But you do have to spend some time with this launcher to get it to work correctly. So overall, this is a great launcher. If you want to turn your Android device into an iOS device, this is a launcher for you, the best launcher that I found in the App Store. Look, one of the best things about Android is that there's a launcher for everything. You can make your phone look like everything from BlackBerry to iOS to Android, any kind of Android phone, there's a launcher for that. Look, another great thing about this launcher is that the phone that I'm using, it has no notch, no hole punch. It's super fast, a beautiful display, and everything else in between. So yes, you can turn your Android device into iOS using this launcher. And the great thing about this is that you can use your Android device and add multiple launchers, and you can boot into any launcher at your leisure. So that's a good thing. That's one of the things I love about Android, the full customization about Android. So this is a great launch. I will leave all links down in the description below if you want to pick it up. This is the Tech Preacher from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about iOS 15 on the Android phone in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.